Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try to move forward, there is always something standing in your way? You make a careful plan, right? But life just abruptly rips it up. You take one exhausting step ahead, and suddenly, some unseen force pulls you 2 steps back. You look around, and honestly, everyone else just seems to be moving faster, walking on these easy, sunlit roads.
And in those quiet, heavy moments of the night, a really painful question starts to grow in your mind. Why is my path so difficult? Why does life keep testing me? Why can't things just be easy, even for a moment?
But I want you to deeply consider this. What if the obstacle standing tall in front of you is not actually there to end your journey? What if the road isn't blocked because the universe is punishing you, but because it's intentionally redirecting you? What if that hardship is here to fundamentally change the kind of person you become along the way? Because the truth is, life is trying to teach you a profound, unshakable strength. And comfort? Well, comfort could never, ever teach you that. Part 1. The cost of a dream. Let's look at this through the story of Adrian. He was a young man living in a coastal Portuguese town. Now, while others were working just to survive, Adrian had a dream. He wanted to build a workshop to craft handmade furniture. He had real skill in his hands and this burning hope in his heart.
After years of saving, he finally opened his shop, but the universe quickly demanded its toll. First, a massive hotel order was canceled at the very last minute, leaving him drowning in debt. Next, a trusted supplier sent poor quality wood, which severely damaged his newly built reputation. And finally, the most devastating blow of all, his closest friend abandoned the business and stole his very best designs.
That final betrayal? It broke something vital inside Adrian. He didn't even feel angry anymore. He just felt incredibly empty. He closed the doors of his workshop and sitting there in the cold silence, staring at a half-finished table, the absolute weight of total defeat pressed down on him. He asked himself, maybe they were right. Maybe this dream was never meant for me.
Part 2. The wisdom of the sea. Desperate to escape his spiraling thoughts, Adrian walked out to the towering, roaring cliffs of the Atlantic Ocean. And there, he met Sophia. She was an elder who had lived through intense loss herself, yet she always seemed to carry this quiet wisdom of the sea. She looked at Adrian, seeing straight through his exhausted posture, and she said softly, "You walk like someone carrying a heavy stone in your chest." Adrian could only offer a tired smile and nod. He confessed to her how tired he was of fighting, how every single time he tried to build his life, a brand new wall was placed right in front of him. Sophia pointed down at the violent, churning ocean below them. "Do you see those waves?" she asked. "They have been hitting these rocks for thousands of years, but look carefully. The rocks stand firm. The waves keep moving. Neither of them gives up their nature. No one becomes strong because life is easy. People become strong because they learn exactly what to do when life is not easy." Reaching down, Sophia picked up a smooth piece of driftwood from the grass. She explained how it had been violently torn from a tree, tossed around, and repeatedly thrown against the jagged rocks by the freezing water. But holding it up to the fading light, she said smoothly, "Look at it now. The sea did not only damage it, the sea also shaped it." She looked him dead in the eyes and delivered a really hard but necessary truth. Your obstacles are doing the exact same thing to you, but you only see what the obstacles take from you, not what they are shaping inside you. You think the goal is to reach success without scars, but sometimes those scars are the very proof you need to hold on to that success. Part 3. The storm that shaped him. For Adrian, this idea of a storm shaping him wasn't just a metaphor anymore. When he returned to his workshop the next morning, his mindset had completely shifted. Looking at his dusty tools, he wasn't asking, "Why is this happening to me?" No. He was asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" He decided to use his painful failures as his greatest mentors. That canceled order? It taught him to never depend on a single customer. The bad wood taught him to meticulously check quality before trusting hollow promises. And the betrayal taught him that not everyone walking beside you is truly walking with you. So he began to move carefully, working quietly and reacting less. Months passed by, and through quiet, steady persistence, his business slowly returned to life. But then, the ultimate test arrived. A massive, historic winter storm flooded the entire coast.
When Adrian waded into his workshop, the water had ruined his finished pieces. It soaked his expensive wood. It rusted all his tools. The sanctuary he had so patiently rebuilt was completely destroyed. The townspeople gathered around, whispering that this was surely the end of his foolish dream. But the very next morning, Adrian didn't quit. He simply picked up a broom and started sweeping out the water. When a neighbor asked how he could possibly continue after all this, Adrian spoke with unshakable resolve. He said, "The storm destroyed my work, not my hands. It touched my workshop, not the person I became while building it." Adrian took that ruined, water-bent wood and he transformed it. He created the Storm Collection. Every piece proudly carried the dark marks of the flood. They were imperfect, scarred, and breathtakingly beautiful. You see, people didn't just buy furniture, they bought a profound story of survival. The exact disaster that was meant to break him actually became his masterpiece. Part 4. Preparation, not punishment. And this brings us to a truth that you absolutely must carry with you. In your life, the greatest obstacle is never the storm, the lost job, or the betrayal. The absolute biggest obstacle is hidden right inside your own mind. It's the story you tell yourself about what your suffering means. Think about it. Two people can face the exact same wall, yet step into two entirely different futures. A defeated mindset experiences rejection and immediately concludes, "I am not good enough." But a prepared, quiet mind looks at that exact same rejection and confidently states, "This just means I need to improve." The defeated mindset encounters a setback and laments, "Life is completely against me." The prepared mindset experiences a delay and wisely realizes, "I am being prepared for what is coming." One views failure as a permanent end. The other views failure simply as critical information. Think of a powerful, continuous river. When a massive stone blocks its path, the river doesn't simply stop flowing forever. It bends, it moves around the obstacle, it finds another path. And over time, through quiet, relentless action, the water begins to wear down and change even the hardest stone. So if you are facing a brutally difficult season right now, if you feel exhausted and beaten down, I want you to hear this clearly. The closed door is protecting you. The painful delay is giving you time to become ready. You are not behind in life, you are being shaped. You are not finished. You are still becoming. So keep walking, even when the road is pitch black. Keep learning, even when the lesson cuts deeply into your pride. Because sometimes the most profound progress a human being can make is simply the quiet, unyielding refusal to turn back. Remember, you are not being punished, you are being prepared. So ask yourself, what is the storm in your life right now? And what beautiful thing is it trying to shape you into? If this resonated with you, like this explainer, share your experience in the comments, and subscribe to Fuze Tales for your daily dose of wisdom.